I appreciate everybody getting on. I know how busy everybody is in the middle of a work day, so it means a lot that you're here. So thank you. In a couple of weeks, we're launching our big fundraising effort. As Jan said, it's the first time we ever done it, um, and it's an opportunity for you to reach out to family and friends and get them involved in PC Project, particularly from the contribution perspective. The name of the effort is called End the Pain, and that's really what this is all about. As you all know on this call, we experience relentless daily pain, and we're coming together to hopefully fuel some hope and action for everybody living with it. And we do trust you, Jan. So even though we don't know everything that's happening, we know there's a lot going on between this behind the scenes. Um, our tagline for the campaign is very powerful. It's very simple, but very powerful. Friends, families, fighters. Friends, family, fighters. It reminds us that none of us are in this alone, and that every friend and family member and every fighter who lives with PC is really part of this effort. And so here's what makes this campaign different than what we've done before. It's peer to peer. And what that means, it's not about big ad budgets or celebrity endorsements. It's really about you, your voice, your story, and your personal network. Because honestly, your story matters more than any celebrities ever could. When you share why PC matters to you, to the people you know and trust, they're going to listen. That's the bottom line. And that's really the heart of this campaign. Real people moving other real people to take action. And I work with a lot of different nonprofit organizations and have for 30 years now. I would say half of our clients do this campaign at least once a year. Some do it twice a year. And it turns out to be the biggest fundraising effort that they ever had, including Giving Tuesday. So my hopes are very high for it. Um, so anyway, here's what we're going to cover today in this short meeting. First, Roseanne and Jan will walk us through how this all works. You'll get your own fundraising page, either on GiveButter if you're in the US, or Just Giving if you're not in the US, where you can add your photo, your story, and your goal. And we're here to support you every step of the way, with tips of how to set up your page, answering questions so you won't be on your own. And then Rosanna is going to give us a little glimpse into her page so we can see how she set it up and how she set it up, which is very important. And finally, then we'll open it up for questions and answers and next steps. And know that this isn't setting this up isn't easy. I say it's easy, but it's really not. I mean, I did it and I had a ton of questions for Holly and Jan and that sort of thing. Some of the stuff I figured out on my own. Other times it was like, oh, duh, yeah, that's how it works. And we took it from there. So don't hesitate to ask questions, or if you're frustrated with the platform at any point, I'd rather you ask versus giving up on us, because once it's done, it's a pretty cool platform to work with. So with that, can I turn it over to you, Roseanne
I think Jan's gonna
or
go
Jan?
first.
Well, gosh, I'm like nervous and you guys are friends. I'm like, okay, what are we doing first here? I think so. First of all, I just got to tell you guys, I don't want you to feel like we've suckered you into anything. We just are inviting you as our key people, our inner circle, to let other people besides PC people know about PC Project. I mean, I think that's our number one deal is we ask the same people over and over again to donate. And that's you guys. And you guys are awesome. You guys are such great supporters. And yet at the same time, we just need to do, I think we need to do a little we're basically inviting you, and there's no pressure here. We're not going to guilt you, but we're going to invite you to invite people in your network to know about PC Project, because it's kind of, I don't want to say it's a problem. It's just, if you guys listen to us on the other day, you know, there's just so much more we can do if we just have a few more resources. So maybe I'm just going to share my screen for just a quick second. And then I'm going to let Holly share her screen, and she's going to walk us through. So basically the landing page on our website looks like this. Imagine walking on broken glass every day. So that is kind of the issue of this. Hey, Bob, you're right up there. Bob's the best. He met Nikaiba and he just like took her in like a grandpa. She was so excited to meet him. I wanted to say this kind of at the very beginning, that to join the campaign, this is the button that you can push, and you're welcome to do it on your own screens. And actually, it's not just, when I'm just going to correct Jack just a little bit. If you're in Europe, you can still do this. But if you're in the UK, you can choose to use this campaign because of gift aid. So I'm just going to click this right now and see what it looks like on this side. Okay, we haven't put the new landing page in it. But so if you're in the UK and you want to make a fundraiser, you can start fundraising by like this. And you can set up your own. You're going to have to log in and do that. And you make one. But if you go back just a little bit, you can see where people have done it in the past. Max, you might have met James. Kate and James were in London. And James, he actually did something. He did a ride, and he shared this fundraiser, and he raised this much money. And the reason we talk about that is because in the UK, if you live in the UK and you donate through PC Project Europe, we get gift aid, if that makes sense. So you can see in the past some of the fundraising events that have gone on. Julie Piccone, she's on our PC Project Europe board. She did a fundraiser and had 40 supporters. So this one's pretty self-explanatory. We will change this graphic, but the only reason we invite people to do, if you live in the UK, so you see this, somebody donated 400 pounds, but gift aid popped in with 100. So it's kind of a powerful way to get some free money, I guess I should say. So with that is the PC Project Europe side, but only for the UK patients. Am I getting that right, Holly?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So with that, for the rest of you, you can join the campaign through Give Butter. And I'm just going to let you, we won't go through all of this, but what everybody will be able to see is what the campaign is, how you can help. There's going to give information, how you can tell a story templates, where we're just giving you all kinds of ideas. And if you're willing to set up your very own campaign, they're going to be right here. But from that, I think I'm going to stop sharing and let Holly go for it. Is that right, Holly? I'm going to push join the campaign now through Give Butter. And then Holly, I'm going to stop sharing. You'll get to this, and then I'm going to stop sharing and let Holly take over.
I think Roseanne and Jan are going to lead us in this.
Okay, am I talking for a minute, Roseanne, or you?
Whatever you want to do. I mean, I think the best place to start is exactly where you would start to create your page. So Holly's going to bring us to that point, and then we can show you how to go from there.
Perfect.
Just one thing I want to say real quick, because Jan can't say this. The reason we're doing all this is about sustainability. I mean, it's about fundraising, because, we can't rely solely on the Schwartz family forever. We love them. We so appreciate them for all that they're doing, but we all have to kind of like up our game too. So this is being recorded today because there's a lot of people that couldn't be with us. And I think that's such an important part of the fundraising. It starts with us. So sorry, I just had to throw that in.
You're right. I wouldn't have said that. Jeez, it's fine, Roseanne. Okay, so with that, you can see that I've set up my own. PC Project did one. Roseanne's got hers. Jack's done his. The first step is to click to fundraise. So if you scroll down, you can click to fundraise. So Holly's going to go for it. So if you're willing to set up your own profile, again, it's not just sending people to the PC Project donation page. It's going to set it up to your page. So Holly, go ahead and fill out that profile. Okay. She's going to add a picture of someone. I'm laughing already. So you can add your profile picture right there if you want. Okay, it's uploading. And she is going to enroll Santa Claus. She sets up a password. This is so easy. I mean, you could just do a silly little password. Then you push sign up. It's already been taken. Okay. Okay. So she's done it. Then she's going to set up her fundraising goal, whatever that's going to be. Okay, she gets to decide. And then this is an interesting part. She's going to tell her story. Now, this is important that she doesn't have to tell a huge story right now. She just needs to join because she can go in later and really make it good. But do you want to add just a few words, Holly, right there? Anything you want? Okay, tell your story. Okay, now she's in. Now, if you look up at the top of the page, keep going, at the top right, you can see she is on officially Santa Claus's page. Okay, so scroll down. Here's her page. And now she's going to click the share and manage. Roseanne, feel free to say anything you want.
Yeah, no, you're doing great.
The first thing she wants to do is push edit the page. Okay, and this is where she's going to tell her story. Now, just so you know, on my computer, this box is a lot bigger. So why it's small on Holly's, I don't know why, but it is. Now, what Holly does is because she was prepping for this, I believe she has her story on a Word document right now. Ha! Okay. So I'm just laughing at her story already. I can see keywords. And she's going to tell about why she personally cares about PC Project or cares about herself, about PC Project. Oh, PC Project supporters are always on the nice list. So she can do anything. Holly, why don't you show them where the paragraph button is? There's a paragraph button, a new paragraph, a bold button if you want to bold words, italicized words, if you want to do bullet points. Now, if you want to add a picture to your campaign, maybe of yourself or anything you want, or maybe it's the person you love, the person you care about. I am just laughing. Do you notice Holly's birthday is really close to Christmas and her name is Holly? So I'm seeing a theme here. Thank you, Claudia, for smiling. Oh, look. Oh, we made the nice list. Okay, so save. I'm just laughing. So save your page. Okay. Oh, there it is. Now it's nice and big. Now look at Santa's page. It's so nice. I'm just cracking up. Now scroll down, Holly. Look at down here. Now notice Santa Claus just joined the team. Okay, so that's great. Now kind of go up again. Let's just kind of let everybody take a look. So here's her story. Roseanne or Jack, do you want to just talk to anything about you're going to share your stories in just a sec, but do you want to just mention anything about what this story should include? If you're a real person. Well, we believe in Santa Claus, of course. He's a real person too. Any comments?
You know, I think there's two things in my opinion that are the most critical to make your campaign successful. One is a good photo of you. This is not a great photo of me. I'm closing my eyes. But it's a bit, I love the fact that it was, had the PC sign in there when I was talking. And then I think, the second most important thing is what you tell your friends and family. I mean, these are people that you know and love. The way I wrote my story is that I thought of one or two people that and told them what I wanted them to know about having this horrific disease and why it's so hard to live with it and how it hurts both physically and emotionally, what it looks like, how it impacts me physically, how it was as a child, and the bullying, and fast forward to as an adult, the things that manifest itself from that, like depression and just feeling yucky as a result of it. And my involvement in PC Project is my solution. So in other words, here's the problem, friends and family. I'm living it. I'm living it day to day. And you may not even know that I'm going through this every day. And most of the people on my list that I'm going to send this to for the first time are going to be, I would say 80% of them have no idea that I've been dealing with this for as many years as I've been alive. And so I think it's going to be a little bit shocking for them in a good way. I'm shocking them to hopefully get out their checkbook and write PC Project a nice check. So that would be my advice. Know that of everything you do, the picture and the words, your story are the most important. Feel free to plagiarize as much as you want from 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 my story. Claudia's given me the thumbs up. I borrow.
No, I'm laughing at Jax. I say, "Oh, your $10 becomes 30." He's like, "Your 100 becomes 300." Which is great. I love it. Would you scroll up to the top a little bit, Holly, just a top of his story? I just want to, okay, I just want to see what he said at the beginning. You know me, but probably don't know. I have a rare, painful genetic skin disorder. Jack, how you feeling about sending this out? Be honest.
Apprehensive.
Scared to death.
Yeah, I am
Scared.
very apprehensive about it because I know I'm going to get response and not just in the form of contributions, but emails and then having to explain. I'll be getting phone calls and I don't like talking about it. I just don't. I'm not comfortable with it. So, um,
And raise your hand here. Who's comfortable talking about it? Yeah, we have literally spent our whole lives hiding, lying, trying so hard to be normal. So we're inviting people to out themselves, and I'm scared to death too, honestly.
But we have to be brave. We have to be brave to do this for ourselves and for PC Project. And Dawn just asked if there's a way to add videos. Holly, I didn't think of that. Is there a way to add a video?
Yes, you can add videos.
Okay.
So let's go back to Santa Claus's page. So we're still on Santa Claus's page. Scroll down just a little bit and go share and manage. So you keep going back to that, go edit page. And let's see, how would you do that, Holly? Would it be a link or would you just?
Oh,
Maybe where
back
it says
end.
the photos?
It gives us a video option, but the front end doesn't. But yeah, link would work.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if the photo would work. We can try it.
Yeah.
Holly, I
Yeah.
was thinking if we had a link to some of the previous interviews that maybe we did over at the San Diego conference.
Yeah,
we could send you those.
you could put as many as you want in here. You just highlight, what you want and
hyperlink it.
Mhm.
Yep.
And I wonder, I mean, I don't know. I guess we didn't try it, but sometimes like when you're on your phone and you just upload, it comes in your gallery and there's a video in there. So I wonder, Dawn, I don't know. We didn't check that out. We'll find out and see if we can upload a video. That would be cool too. One thing is, Roseanne and Jack both Well, I think that's, well, maybe that's good for a second. Holly, were you going to say something?
No.
Okay, so let's go. Well, let me go back to the page really quick to save the page. So I just wanted to show something. If you go to the top of the page and you go up into the profile, go to Santa Claus's profile. Now just go to my profile. Oh, okay. Oh, you're never going to get it. You know what? Should I share my screen so you can see it on my side?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, guys. We knew this was an informal meeting. This is great. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to share mine. So this is what happened is when I logged out and then I logged in, I came to this page and I was like, oh no, I don't recognize this. So if that happens, this is what happens when you go to your profile. And I had actually forgotten, I was setting up my account so fast that I never put a picture in, but I think it's nice to put a picture in. So, oh, look at all these cute PC people. So you can do that just like you would a regular person. And there's not much to say there. You can do that. But this is the trouble that I think Roseanne and I both got into trouble with. We were like, how can I find my campaign again? Well, guess what? It's right here. Voila. So now you notice I'm in my campaign, but if I want to do stuff, I can just, there's my profile. So we just thought you better have that little pro tip. But now notice I'm in mine. So this is the story, but if I click on me, I haven't done as well as Jack and Roseanne. You like mine line? I hate fundraising. But I hate PC even more. And I know too many special people, both in my personal life and around the world, who have it and they hurt every day. So I need to go back and look at that. This was me just doing it fast. I literally did it on my screen. And you notice how mine was bigger. So I don't know, maybe it's just your what do you call that thing? Your browser. Yeah, Hillary's like, yeah, I know what you're talking about, Jan. I told Holly and Jack and Roseanne, I said, we have to do this for the lowest common denominator person, and that's me, who is not techie. So with that, so that's mine, but I can still go in and look. Roseanne, do you want to take us to the donate part?
Yeah,
Should we,
sure.
do you want to lead it? So if someone donates, what happens?
Yeah. Do you want to get out of your screen? I'll go into mine.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Does anybody have any questions in the meantime? I mean,
I have a question.
Sure.
So, let's say I did mine this weekend. Is the plan that all of these are launching on the same day in a couple of weeks?
You know what? I don't know if there's a definite, I mean, we're definitely going to have a launch date, but there will be a time to start sharing, and we'll talk about how to share in just a second.
Okay.
So yeah, good question. I mean, you can share as soon as you want, but we thought, we don't want people to start and see, oh, there's only Janice and Jack and Roseanne on there. Let's get some people. I hate to say it, but we're doing a peer-to-peer and we're hoping for a little peer pressure. So
Can I ask a question? Is there anyone else on here who does not have PC but is raising money for because I have so many people in my family with PC?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm Justine Young. My daughter is Catherine Pearson. Now
Okay.
it's Simpson. She was spontaneous, and I do not have PC. But the question that you're asking, I actually wanted to ask as well. Can we write a story from our point of view? And
yes.
Well,
Yes.
and that's what I was planning on doing, but I also feel like because I have, I have Tula, I have Peter, I have Vince and Chris and Theo, I almost feel like I probably not Vince and Peter, but to ask the others, like to edit I don't know what you would recommend, like if I should just do it or if I should run it by them, because like you said, they all were raised, except Theo, to not talk about this. And so it does, when you guys are talking about being nervous about it, I'm nervous about it for a couple of reasons, but mostly because I don't want to put them in a situation that's uncomfortable for them.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you have any ideas of how to proceed, or if it's
Yeah,
just
Hillary, what I would recommend is, you know, I write quite a few stories on behalf of PC patients
Mhm.
for our fundraising efforts. And anytime I draft something like I did this morning for Kat, who is going to be featured in one of these emails that you guys are going to see to try to recruit people to do this. I asked her a bunch of I sent her 5 questions. She answered them. I created the story and I sent it to her. And, you know,
So
she
it's like a
said,
little mini interview about what is important for them to share on their behalf.
that's
I like
exactly
that,
right.
Jack. That's a great
Yeah.
idea.
So that, you know, that, and if you want help in what kinds of questions to ask, you know, I can certainly help you with that.
Okay.
But I think, well, does it make sense to just tell you what I asked her to?
I can write it down. I have a pen, paper, so.
So here's some of the questions. You know, what's something you wish people understood about what it's like to live with PC?
Mhm.
So that would be important. Can you share a big moment when the pain of PC really affected your day?
Mhm. Okay.
And we should just put these in the chat for everybody, Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do that.
That's a great idea, because I do think everyone's going to be able to
Okay.
Yeah.
benefit
I think
from
I think the bottom line, Hillary, too, is just whatever. If you're going to say names, or I guess there's people connected to you, you can decide. I mean, where you're coming from. You know, you could, but ask them. Just say, "Hey, I'm doing this. This is the reason why, and is this okay?" I think that's the bottom line. Is this?
Okay.
Are you okay with that? You know, and sometimes you could just say, I mean, I have the same issue. I mean, I have PC, but I have kids that have PC, and I actually have a grandchild with PC now. And so I don't know how many people want to be outed, you
Yeah.
know, and so I want to be sensitive to that. But you notice, like even in mine, I just said I have people in my life that have PC because
Right,
I was,
in a general way. Yeah.
and this is really important to me.
Mhm.
And I have found too, well, yeah, you're so respectful to do that, I think. I mean, I'm looking at Dawn and put in the chat. I plan to talk to my kiddo and get his buy-in before we create. I honestly don't think my husband would want me to highlight him. So, and so it's okay. So, Dawn, that's okay. You know, maybe we need Jeff on this call. I'm teasing.
If I could just add, I mean, Hillary, I think your perspective is so important too. So, you know, I think Jack's approach is spot on, but you know, also another approach is how you're dealing with it as a mother and a wife and a niece
Caregiver,
and
yeah.
you know, daughter-in-law, all of that. And to Justine and a few other parents of spontaneous, and I'm spontaneous, your perspective is so important. So, you know, each of us has a different story. And I think that story, you know, respectful of your family members, but also your perspective is important too.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, so I can do that.
Yeah. And I mean, in some of them for me is I can't stand to see my loved ones hurt, you know? And, but another thing too, is if you have to be, and I say have to be vague because out of respect, because they say, hey, I don't want the world to know, or I don't want our contacts to know. There's also that part of me that's like, you know, we could just, there's people there. Okay. What am I saying? There's organizations that I contribute to because simply my friends say, this is a really good one. You know, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Actually, Hillary, I've seen Facebook fundraisers from you in the past that talk about it. And Hillary, you get some good traction.
Well, and that's another thing I saw on the share portion. Invite people, is that through email? But is there also a way to put it on social media? Is it just copy a link and put it in? Okay.
What a perfect segue. Go, Roseanne.
That's exactly where we are. So a couple of things. If you want to copy the link, you just click here to copy the link, and then you can go to your social media platforms. A couple of things, just to highlight. I think it's important to do your story in Word, and that way then you can copy and paste it into either this platform of GiveButter. If you want to go through the platform, it's here where you invite your donors. So you would go in and put the person's name and their email, and then you would click send. And for now, I just put in my husband and my mom and myself. And then this will go right out to everybody that you want to send the link to. It's a little hard because you have to physically go in and put in everyone's email. So a workaround that we were thinking is if you want to use your own email, let me just go to that for 1 second. Just 1 second.
And we think what Roseanne's going to show you next is probably going to be more powerful, because when she did that, she practiced on her and she got kind of a, keep looking for it, Roseanne, but she got kind of a dud of a page. It just said, hi, I'm Roseanne. And it didn't really have a lot. But when she sent it as well, you're going to show what you're going to do. And Jack, I know, is going to do it this way too.
So just doing it via email, you would use your email and send it to yourself. And then you would put in the blind copy everybody that you want to send it to, with the subject line of, our fundraising campaign, and then insert your story here. And I also think you could use it by text, whatever the case may be, to send the link. Whatever platform you choose to go on, it's all going to link back to the GiveButter. So when somebody then does click on donate and donates back, let me just stop and go back. Sorry, give me 1 second.
So you would share that link though. You see how Roseanne put her story on the email? And even though it's going to be in her campaign on the it's called GiveButter is the platform we're using. And it's a funny name, but it's called GiveButter. But so it's there. But she's choosing to also share her story in email because it's going to come from her as a personal email, not from GiveButter. And we think it's probably going to be more powerful, but she will have the link. And then once they click that link, it's going to be right back to Roseanne's page.
I think the most important reason to do it from your personal email is because it won't go to spam. So if people get an email, and have pretty strict spam filters, they may not receive it from GiveButter, or even open it for that matter. But I know that the people I'm sending it to, it's from Jack, they're going to open it. So
Exactly.
that's a reason to kind of skip the part where you have to input all the names and do it that way. The other thing that I think you have to remember too is if you do input it into the GiveButter, they send 3 emails. So they're a little bit aggressive, or assertive, maybe is a better word. In case you didn't see it type of thing, here it is again. So if you don't want to kind of spam your friends and family, a good way to do it is just send it from your own email address.
Exactly.
Yeah. And one thing you notice is Roseanne and Jack's are pretty long, and even mine's pretty long. It doesn't have to be long. Anna's she's liking in the chat, I cannot stand to see my loved ones getting hurt. Mommy, my feet are burning. For me, that was the most heartbreaking thing I've ever heard. I mean, Anna, your story might be almost done. That's it. We live in a fast-paced world. I just lit on a webinar yesterday about fundraising, saying short is good. I think, but don't worry, Jack. I wanted to beat up people after reading yours. And you guys, you can go in and read everybody's. It's just like, oh my goodness. You got to read Santa Claus's too, because it's hilarious. One thing, let's pay what we launch it. Roseanne, why don't you push donate? On yours, and so they can see what happens. Okay, so we must be on the main page. So put a number in there. Now, if she must be on the main page, or maybe I don't know, but go to change. So if it comes from Roseanne's page, scroll down, it's going to automatically go to Roseanne, and it's going to contribute to her fundraiser. But if it goes to the main page, which it probably won't if it's coming from you, then you can do it. and there's the, and you can, and there, this is what the donor people are going to do. So you can skip and then they can go right through it if they want to. And there it is. And there's credit card, PayPal, Venmo, check, bank, Apple, Cash App Pay. So they'll have lots of choices. If they want to just do a check, they can click check and send it. And that works too. So that's easy. So any questions on that? Okay, kind of easy. Perfect. Yeah,
So
go
we
ahead,
wanna
Roseanne.
And then a couple of things, then once somebody donates, it is going to come up onto your fundraising page that person donated. It may not give their name. It may just say, you know, one supporter. I think what is really important is that we acknowledge then that we've received that donation. So you can either click the love button here, or you could even make, you know, write a thank you back to that person. I mean, this is powerful because we do absolutely want to acknowledge that we've received that donation.
In other words, tend your campaign. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm looking at you, Hillary, mostly because I can see your picture there. But if you like, if somebody donates on your page, maybe scroll down just a little bit, Roseanne, and you can, oh yeah, you are on my page. I don't know how you're on my page. That's hilarious. But you can see it. It will start tallying on the team members. But so you'll want to tend your page. And what will happen is we tried this. So my husband donated $25 yesterday to our campaign. Actually, I donated to my campaign to sign out. But then I got a little thank you email on his email that said, I mean, it came that fast. I mean, he got the acknowledgement email that said he donated, which was nice. But then, well, maybe I can just share my screen and show you.
Yeah, I have it up. This is the first email that
yeah.
actually goes out. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's
I
okay.
didn't mean to
That's
do that.
okay.
I did not mean to. We were going at the same time. Sorry about
We're
that.
showing the same thing. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, just as this, see, it just came to him. You got a new comment. I don't know why I said Janice because it was David, but because it was under my name. It doesn't matter. So they got that message right there. You know, that came. It was an automatic thank you. So whatever you do to say thank you is going to happen right away. Go ahead, Roseanne. I didn't mean to stop you.
No, not at all. I was just showing what goes out ahead of time. So once you send something out, this is what somebody is going to get to their email. They will get this.
Yes. If you do it through the system, you know, like how Roseanne showed, you can do them one by one. That's what it looks like. So that's what Jack was saying. It looks a little spammy. So go ahead and click that, Roseanne.
The donate.
Yeah, you can click it and see. You can see what happens. But that's what Jack is saying is if he sends an email with just the link, gosh, it's not coming up. Maybe we're just slow on Zoom.
Here, let me stop sharing. Go ahead.
Oh, it's fine. It's good. But basically we'll get it back to, we just keep sharing our screens. Basically, it will get back to your fundraising page. They will be able to donate from there. But truly, we think if you're gonna share that fundraiser, let's see, this is mine. I'm gonna share it. I'll probably do just like we talked about. I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna send it to my email contacts with this link and say this is, and it can be that simple. What Anna did, it can be that simple. And then of course you can copy it. I tried doing that, but then I have to link into everything and nothing's linked in for me on my page. And so it wants me to log in and that's a pain. So I'll probably just go to my Facebook or whatever and do it that way, or my Instagram stories and share a link. So does anybody have any questions at all? Okay. And like I said,
I have a quick question. What is the date that you're rolling this out?
next Tuesday.
Okay, so we have a little less than a week to just be ready to roll on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So what's happening? I'm just showing you, this is what I can do. And oh, I should tell you this. Somebody donated anonymously when we first set this up 2 months ago. So we'll probably know on our back end. But I will tell you this because we practiced it. Okay, I wouldn't say that publicly, right? But we practiced it, even if it was Janice saying thank you to the anonymous donor. Holly did get this on the other end, this message. So if you're attending your fundraiser and you get an anonymous one, you don't have to say, I know this is you, Holly, because they're trying to be anonymous. But you can say, oh my gosh, that was so nice of you. Thank you so much. And they will get that in their email. So, and yes, it's going out to the public, where the public will get emails that will encourage them to get on this page and to start. We'll see. We don't know if they're going to do it or not. We're going to see if they'll come, and we'll send them to the website, and hopefully they can do this. And we have some ideas. We've got some graphics that are coming as well, but you can see this is going to be kind of our main thing. We tried to have a variety to show it's bad. I made them keep Jack in there so that when all Jack's people find it, they'll know that I'm naughty. Jack's got a designer that did this for us, which was great. So, okay. So with that,
Manuel asked if there is somebody from Germany here with PC.
is somebody from Germany here with PC? Probably not on this call, but we have lots of people in Germany with PC. Did that answer your question? So yes, we have patients in Germany for sure. Max, I wanted to put you on the spot, and maybe Alan and Susan, you guys are from the UK. So we kind of went over a lot the Give Butter one, but you can choose anyone you want if you're interested in doing that, or you can use the Just Giving UK. Do you have any thoughts on what you would prefer as a UK person?
I've just now been setting up my Just Giving UK profile. I just wrote quite a long why are you raising the money section, but I think it's perfectly good for me.
Okay, so you're okay using the UK one.
Yeah.
You want to get that gift aid, right?
Always.
If I could just add the generational differences, like Max, you are probably so tech savvy. I am so jealous. I am not. So, after we end this call, this is going to be recorded. There's also a video that Holly did that helped me really kind of navigate when I was setting up the page. So we can also share that. And if you have any issues or questions, please let us know. We're here to help you as you navigate through it.
Yeah. And again, Susan, I'm putting you on the spot, Susan and Alan. I feel kind of bad because we keep saying PC just because it's easier, and even our thing has PC, but go ahead. I just want you to know, same pathway, same molecular pathway.
It's the same
Yeah.
pain, that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's the pain, the suffering, full stop. It's the same.
Right.
Very, very simple.
And now that we've all been reclassified as palmar-plantar epidermal differentiation disorders, we're all just in the same group now. We're really, we're trying to figure out how in the world to do this. So anyway, okay, we'll talk to the German one. Hang on at the end. Let's finish this one. We can chat on this. Claudia, you're from Spain. How are you feeling about this?
I don't know. If I understand correctly, then I should probably go through the Give Butter one, because it doesn't make sense because I don't have the gift aid anyway, because I'm outside of the UK.
Right. That's right.
So if we're in Europe, but we're not in the UK, we should probably go through Give Butter.
Correct.
Okay.
That's right. If that's okay. In fact, maybe we put that on the website, just really clear, just to make sure all Europeans and everybody else except for the UK people go here. And I kind of feel bad. I mean, poor Max, poor Susan. Depending on where they want to do it, they have what's the word? You're not going to get a CSL lined up, but just know we're a team and we'd like to feature both sides. I mean, we're an international group. We can't help it. And we have so many patients in the UK that we want to be supportive of the UK people and of course the Europeans, the Asians. We don't have as many Asians, but those are growing too. And of course the Australians got like 40 Australians now. So it's coming. Any other comments, questions?
Jen, I've been getting some messages from folks just to me that are asking, would I be willing to look at their letters or their verbiage? Happy to do that. Happy to help you edit, create, or whatever. And I'll put my email address in the
chat
so you can see that. But the questions that I listed in the chat for Hillary really not only applies to people that don't have PC, but also for people with PC, So if you're wondering, how do I start, like looking at a blank page or a blank screen, here are some questions to get you going. So take a look at those and that'll get your mind going, but I'm happy to help you edit. I mean, that's my job. I'm pretty good with writing, so.
Jack is better than AI. I am not kidding. Roseanne's good too. We didn't really look at your part, Roseanne, but just go in and read Roseanne's. Roseanne's is awesome too. Very vulnerable. And it's scary. I'm not kidding. And I appreciate the fact that people want to be sensitive of their loved ones. We know this isn't easy. And just because you're on and listening, we're not going to make you do it. Well, we might, but how about this? We're inviting you to do it, to join with us as advocates. And I will tell you this, I've hated it. I've hated it. And I had to really change my thoughts that bottom line, we are doing awesome things. I mean, we have a researcher that's going to apply for some money because he's doing some amazing things. But Holly and I were just on a call with another researcher. I talked about him in the town hall. We spent an hour with him on Tuesday. I had to read his 40-page publication that's getting submitted. I was buzzing at all the new signatures and pathways that they're finding through this cutting edge proteomics project that we were able to just fund this for the next step of it for, I think it was $145,000. That's a lot of money, but it all adds up and it's pretty amazing. So we just invite you, like I said, we don't force you, but the bottom line is we absolutely need people, not the same people, to donate over and over again. We really need, well, you can, of course, over and over again, no problem. But we just need more people to know about us. And I know there's people out there that just want to be part of a good cause. I'll put out Roseanne. There's some people that have been donating to us for years. They don't know anything hardly about PC, but they trust Roseanne. And now they've been getting our newsletters and they love us and they care about her. And so they donate to us. And they see that we're doing good. We have such a low overhead because everything goes to our mission. And overhead matters too. I mean, it does. You have to turn on the lights. You have to pay for the registry. You have to pay to be compliant as a charity. But we are really rocking it at giving our money to targeted research, to giving people diagnoses that would have never had them before. So I can say that humbly, but also quite confidently that we're rocking it, guys.